So this is my second podcast for the week from Saturday the 25th till Sunday the 3rd of August. I've decided to change it to do Sunday to Monday rather than Friday to Friday. On Saturday and Sunday we went to Elby, which is we went to a cabin next to Elby, which is Tim's friend Rob owns a cabin down there, and it's very remote and very in the middle of nowhere, so it was really good. We took, obviously, the dogs, and Safi loved it, of course, because there's a river, so she could go swimming. Safi could go swimming all day long, even if she was tired and getting dragged away by the current, she'd still jump right back in. Amazingly, even Dolce went in the water, but she actually hurt herself when she was running, so we couldn't stay down there too long because she was cold, because she's a little thin coat. Once we got back to the cabin after being at the river, we started a fire, and we had, the guys had steaks for dinner, I had a hot dog, and then we had corn and baked potatoes. It was pretty tasty. For the rest of the night we just sat around the fire chatting. I think we went to bed at 1:30. The rest of the guys stayed up till I don't even know, because I was asleep by the time they went away. On Sunday we got up really early because the girls got up to go to the toilet and have their breakfast. So once we were up, we were up. So it was we originally were up at 7, but then we sort of just lay about in the back of the truck. And so Dolce! There's some Mexicans working next door on the roof of the house next door, so Dolce's not very impressed with them. Oi! Doesn't listen to me. So on Sunday we got up and we went out, and the guys were still asleep because they'd stayed up later than us, so we went out for a walk, and then on the way back we discovered there was this bad smell. Safi had rolled in something, which was nice. So when we got back, we decided that we were going to leave because the guys were still going to be asleep until midday at least, and the weather was kind of crappy, so we headed off home. I had fun at Elby. It was good to sort of get away from the city, see the outdoors, nice fresh mountain air. It was nice. On Monday, the only thing that really happened was that my first Woot shirt came, which is this one. It's a pixel giraffe. Yeah, only $10, so a $5. From Woot, shirt.woot.com, where you can order. They have a different shirt each day, and it's $10, free shipping. So cool bargain, because they're all pretty cool designs. On Tuesday, Eclipse arrived, the third part in the Twilight Saga. I've since finished it, and it was very good. I tried to order the fourth part, Breaking Dawn, on Amazon. Amazon.com, the US version. You can pay. I use my debit card from home, and normally I'd have to pay £1.50 service charge to pay in dollars, but Amazon it converts it for you to pounds, so you place the order in pounds, so you don't have to pay that, which is obviously very good, because I order a lot of stuff from Amazon, so I'd have to pay a lot of service charges. But for some reason, when you pre-order things, you can't place them in pounds, so I'd have to pay £1.50 on top of because it was a brand new release, I'd have to pay it on top of the high price for it being a brand new release. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do that, so I didn't bother ordering that, and I was just going to go get it on Saturday. On Wednesday, I went round to Kmart to get Tim his present for our anniversary, which is tomorrow. I also got a hoodie for $13, which is pretty good because it's a pretty cute hoodie. It's like a thin material, so it's good, because the only other hoodie I brought was my Hollister one, which is very thick, so not very good for in the sun and the heat over here. On Thursday, I was sitting playing, I think I was playing a video game or something, and Safi started barking. Safi doesn't bark a lot. She barks if she's in the garden and someone comes into the front, or they walk past in the back garden, she'll bark at them a couple of times and then she'll shut up. But this was like, she was barking and she was growling, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? So I went outside and she was running around the tree in the garden. I was thinking, oh, it's obviously been a squirrel. Because the squirrels go along the fence and she shouts at them and they jump across onto the tree and run up the tree. But I went down and I looked up and there's this thing sitting looking at me. I'm like, oh my god, what's that? It was a raccoon, and it was just like sitting about 12 feet up in the tree, just sitting looking down at me. But the poor wee thing looked terrified of Safi, so I took the dogs in and I took a photo of it, and then I shut the door, and when I went back out 10 minutes later it was gone, so hopefully it got away alright. On Friday, Tim was off work, so we went, well, he took the day off work, so we went out for him to take me out on a photo day around Seattle. We got up and we sort of plotted out our journey, and it started with the Gasworks Park, which offered a very good view of Seattle across the lake. And then we went to the Fremont Troll, which I was kind of disappointed in. It was, I don't know what I was expecting really. For some reason I was expecting a car crusher, I thought, but no, it's just like this sort of sand troll thing. But we didn't even stop for that, we just drove past and I took a photo of it. Then we went to the Ballard Locks, which was cool, but you know, I've obviously seen locks before in Scotland. And then Olympic Sculpture Park, which was really cool because it's like very artsy. And then last up was Alki Beach, which is a way around the other side of the water. That was pretty cool. I'd never been over on that side of the water, so that was pretty cool. And I'd never seen a beach in Seattle either. But amazingly, there was actually people sunbathing. On Saturday, we were gonna go to the Olympic Peninsula, but we got up and the weather was crap, so we decided to just instead have the guys round for a rock band night, since we'd got them presents from a joke shop on Friday. So we invited them round, and in the morning while we were waiting, I kept nagging Tim to take me down to Barnes & Noble to get Breaking Dawn. And then at like 11 o'clock there was a thump against the door. I was like, what's that? Turns out he'd ordered it, and because it's Amazon Prime, we get free Saturday delivery. So he'd ordered it for me, which was very nice. So I got it, and I was obviously very excited. Also, another Woot shirt came, which is this one that I'm wearing. Squirrel. So that was that. At night time we played Rock Band, and then we ordered pizza, and then we played some Catchphrase, and then the guys were going out bar hopping, so they left at like 10:30. On Sunday we took the girls around to the dog park. Safi of course loved it, running around playing with all the other dogs. Dulce seemed to have fun as well, but in a more reserved kind of way. And that was it. So next week's will be Monday to Sunday, so it'll probably be up next Tuesday or so. See you then.